All right, guys, so in this video, we're going to get our API client ID and secret for GitHub so that we don't run out of requests. And I'm also going to show you how to create environment variables because that's where we want to store something like that. Now, to register your GitHub app, you just search for GitHub. I forget the exact URL, so just search for GitHub register app. And it's this link right here, register a new OAuth application. Just fill out the name. You can use localhost 3000 for your homepage and callback, and then register. I already have this test app, which I'm going to use. And once you do that, you'll get a client ID and a client secret. Now, I want to put these in environment variables, so I'm going to create, let's see, I want to create this in my source folder. I'm sorry, not in my source folder, in my root. So I'll close that just to make sure. I'm going to create a file here called .env.local. Now, when you deploy, you want to add these as environment variables on your server, and we're going to be deploying to Netlify, and I'm going to show you how to do that. This env local, you don't want to put in like a public repository. In fact, if we look at our gitignore that's generated with create React app, env local is included, meaning it's not going to get pushed to your repository. So inside here, let's say we have to start each one with React_app, and then we can call it whatever we want, which I'm going to call GitHub_client_ID. So we'll set that, and then let's also have React_app_GitHub_client secret. And then I'm going to grab from here the ID. Yours will be different, obviously. And put that right in there. And then let's grab the secret. And let's put that right in there. And let's save. Now, once you create environment variables like that, you have to restart the server in order for it to take effect. So I'm going to just restart. All right, so what's this? Component is defined but never used. Oh, and users.js, we don't need this anymore, this component, since we turned it into a functional component. All right, so where we want to use this is when we make our call to GitHub, which is right here. So I'm going to add a parameter. I'm going to put a question mark, and then we want to set client_ID equals to money sign curly braces, and we have to use backticks if we're going to use this type of syntax so that we can put a variable in here. And the variable is going to be process.env, and then we want to do .react_app_GitHub client ID, I believe is what I called it. And then I'm going to just copy that whole thing right there. And then let's do ampersand client secret equals, and then I'll paste that in, and I'm just going to change this to client secret. Now, just to make sure this is working and you can see these variables, I'm just going to copy one of these, this process env right here. And in the component did mount, let's just console log it so we can make sure that it's actually, working. I don't know why Emmet's not working, but let's go ahead and try that. So we'll save and go back, and now if we go to our console, you can see that it's showing up. All right. So if you ever need to store global variables in your local environment, you can use .env local. Okay, let's just get rid of that console log. So now every request that we make to GitHub, we just want to make sure we include this client ID or client secret, or else we're going to run out of requests. All right, so I think what I'd like to do next is start to create the search component, because right now we're just listing out random users from GitHub, or the first whatever 30 users. What we want to be able to do is have a search box where we enter a possible username and click search, make a request to GitHub to search for that user, and then give us results based on that, on the text of the search. All right, so we're going to start on that next.